Hey guys, this is Sundown Rider here. One Piece chapter 864, the Vince Smoke family slaughter plot. Now this chapter was pretty good. Not quite a lot of things happened actually in this chapter. Even the cover page is really dope. But we didn't really get much of a progression in the fight against Big Mom, but it was a good chapter. It was a nice build-up chapter almost to get to the fight, and I really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have enjoyed it. I'm not sure what the general consensus is yet. The chapter just dropped today. It is Tuesday actually, so the chapter has dropped 2 days early. Usually it comes out in England at least on a Thursday around the evening time or maybe sometime afternoon. But yeah, it has dropped early. So let's get straight into it. There's a lot to talk about. So let's just talk about the cover page first, which was it was pretty cool. The new series of cover pages will be the Straw Hat Grand Fleet and where they're kind of sailing at the moment. So we got to see the beautiful pirates, which is Cavendish's crew, and we see on the side of his ship. Actually, I was laughing my ass off. It says popularity on the side of his ship, and I just thought that suits him so well, Cavendish. So yeah, that was a good start to the chapter. Anyway, so we get straight into the chapter, and the first thing we learn, or the first thing we really see, is people are starting to realize, and Big Mom realizes, and the realization of the broken picture of Mother Caramel sets in. So we see that everyone's afraid. You see a picture of some lady in Big Mom's crew putting her hand to her mouth. She's sweating. Everyone in the Big Mom crew is sweating it out. They're just like, shit, things about to go down. Even like the first son, I've forgotten his name, the Pero guy. He later hints at that he says that a chill was sent down his spine and that he was getting ready to shit himself. But thankfully, due to what I'm going to talk about later, he didn't. So everyone's afraid, and Beige is kind of thinking to himself, alright, we got 3 seconds to get ready. Let's do this. So then we see Brook peeling off his face, and everyone's disgusted, like, holy shit, that guy did it, and what's wrong with your face? And he's just like, nah, this is just me. So that was pretty funny. And then we get Brook. Brook has been a major troll throughout this whole Cake Island saga. This whole arc, he's just been a major troll. Big Mom says to him, I thought you died, Brook. I thought you died, Soul King. And he's all like, yeah, I did, a long time ago. I was like, what? What is this guy doing? He's just a major troll. I mean, everything Big Mom has put in his way or tried to stop him from doing something or captured him, he just doesn't give a shit. Brook has been the MVP of this entire arc. This guy is a legend. Alright, so then we see that Katakuri, we see his reaction to the breakage of Big Mom's picture of Mother Caramel. So Katakuri, who's Dogtooth, he's just there and he's anticipating the worst. He's gone white as a sheet and he's sweating and he's like, shit, things are about to go down. And Judge, we see his reaction. He's astounded that the Straw Hats have come for Sanji in such a manner. He's just like, what the hell? They got big balls to be doing this. So the next thing we really learn is that Pudding is still actually trying to kill Sanji. I didn't think she would be. I thought she would have just broken down, but this is a nice continuation of what we know her character is. She's meant to be pretty damn evil, so she's still trying to kill Sanji, and he's just using his observation haki, his Kenbon Shoku haki, to dodge it all. And he's like, nope, nope, nope. And she's like, I've been deceiving people all my life, and I'm just deceiving you again. She's still trying to shoot him again, and he's just there like, are you sure you're not deceiving yourself? And she kind of breaks down a bit again. And then he saves her from, and then we get the next part of the chapter. Now, these two parts of the chapter that we see in terms of couplings, in terms of who's going to be fighting, these two parts were hype. I really enjoyed these two parts because I think the devil fruits that we were introduced to are quite cool. So we see that Daifuku tries to smash Sanji and Pudding, but Sanji carries Pudding away to safety. So it's going to be Sanji versus Daifuku, and Daifuku is a Hoya Hoya no Mi, otherwise known as a lamp man. So like literally genie in a lamp type thing. That's exactly what his power is. So you see Daifuku rubbing the sides of his stomach or rubbing the sides of his ribs, just below his ribs, and a genie-like being, or a genie in essence, pops out of his this hole in his stomach because he's rubbing his sides. And this is Daifuku. Now the genie is clad in Buso Shoku Haki. He's got this beard, he's got this long white hair. He looks awesome. And Hoya Hoya is meant to be like they were saying on Manga Stream. It's the movement of billowing smoke or something like that. So it's the kind of motion of smoke billowing in the wind and stuff like that. So the genie has a staff. He's clad in Buso Shoku Haki, full body, Well, his torso anyway. He doesn't seem to have legs at this moment in time, but he looks awesome, and that's who Sanji is fighting against. He hits Sanji, and they kind of clash for a bit. Sanji puts up his leg in defense, but Sanji gets sent reeling. So that's going to be a good fight. We then get a quick page where Beige pretends to apprehend Luffy, and he's like, don't attack me. I'm doing this just to look good because I'm the security chief. So then we get the next fight where Jinbei tells Pedro not to block Oven's attacks. And Pedro's just like, what are you talking about? I gotta block his attacks, you know. But then he drops his sword and his hand's been burnt a bit, and he's like, what the shit? So we find out that Oven has the Netsu no Mi. He is the high heat human. So Oven is basically an oven. He can sear himself, or he can project his body volume to like another level. He's extremely hot, so to speak. He can make himself really hot. And that channeled through Pedro's sword and burnt his hands. So he remembers who Pedro is. He's like, I remember you were like an older brother to what's his name? The lion dude. I can't believe I've forgotten his name, but you know who I'm talking about. So he said you're an older brother to him. And you lost your eye, you lost a crap ton of your life, and I can't believe you come back here, but I'm gonna kick your ass. So that's gonna be a good fight as well, because Pedro's not gonna lose at this point in time. Pedro's gonna kick some ass. I want to see him kick some ass. So then we see on one page at the bottom, I think it is, someone just shout, "Save me!" And the camera kind of goes straight to Judge, and he's there, totally lost his composure. He realizes everything he has worked for is about to be lost, and the reason for that is the Big Mom Pirates, well, members of the Big Mom Pirates have surrounded the Vinsmoke table, and they're about to shoot their heads off. So he's just crying his eyes out. He's actually crying his eyes out. He's totally lost his composure, totally lost all that his demeanor of being a badass and that facade he puts on. And he's just crying, and he says "save me," which is the biggest kind of contradiction of his character. I mean, he's not like this. This is a really big 180 from his character. We don't see this from Judge. We've never seen something like this from Judge. Now the brothers Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji, they're totally devoid of emotion, so they don't care. And Reiju notices this, and she thinks on how Judge can only blame himself for that. He stole their emotions from them, so they can't really give a shit about the situation they're in. And Judge is he's crying about how he's worked so hard. He's put every iota of his being into developing and building this Germa kingdom, and now Big Mom's gonna stab him in the back, and he's basically gonna die. So it's more, he's not scared of death, he's scared of losing everything he's made. It's his selfishness again. So it's not really a huge 180, because he is just displaying another element of his selfishness. He's crying for himself again. He only ever cares about himself. So then we see Mama, and we find out from Perospero, because he's just observing the situation, and he's like, yeah, Mama is kind of in a state of shock because of all these, this accumulation of all these shocking events, the cake going down, Luffy being there, the breaking of Mother Caramel's photo. She's gone into a state of shock, and that's why she isn't raging. And Nami and them lot, what's his name, Chopper, they're all like, shit, 3 seconds have gone, she's not screaming, and that's why, because she's in a state of shock. She's not unleashing anything. She's just kind of reeling from everything that's happened. So Brook then Brook's head is on the floor. He got chopped off, and he tells Luffy to show Mama the broken pieces of Mother Caramel again. And Luffy's like, yeah, I got this. But then Luffy notices that Katakuri's coming, and he's like, shit, I gotta do one. So Beige then takes it upon himself to intercept Dogtooth, and he says that we see that Dogtooth, and Beige does say that Dogtooth has gone white as a sheet, that he's seen something in the future that he's completely horrified about. But what did Dogtooth see? Now what did Dogtooth foresee? I have no idea. It must have something to do with either a big member of their family getting wrecked or dying or something. So possibly Smoothie, Cracker, is Cracker even there? Or himself being damaged in any way. Or something happens to Big Mom, and he's trying to stop that. So he must have foreseen Beige and the crew shooting at Big Mom, and he's just gone white as a sheet, like, oh shit, I need to stop this. So that's what I think he's foreseen. He's probably just foreseen Big Mom getting wrecked. So Beige intercepts him, and he's like, okay, Luffy, you go. Pedro, Jinbei, you back him up. Even though he says back up Luffy, and then they're backing up Beige for some reason. I don't know what that was, but yeah, maybe they were just getting up and getting ready to leave. So then he tells everyone to equip Invisible Symphonia, which are just the earplugs, What we kind of glean here is that Luffy will use Big Mom's kind of scream of haki to save the Vinsmokes. So he's going to show her that and hope that all her crewmates are knocked out, all the ones surrounding the Vinsmokes, and that will save them. Now, I'm not sure whether he should be placing his hopes on that. Sanji actually makes mention of that. He's like, is that really your plan? Is that how you're going to save my family? So it does seem like a bit of an iffy plan, and it might not go totally according to plan. But I think a lot of it will rest on whether Ichiji, Niji, or Yonji, or even Reiju herself will do something. I mean, they're currently coated in candy, so they can't move, but one of them's got to at least try to survive. So the chapter ends with Beige actually confronting Katakuri, and he talks to him, and Katakuri orders Beige to kill Luffy, and he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, bro. It's you and me now. So he then taunts Katakuri by saying all you can do is see a bit into the future, but it doesn't matter because everyone has the same power to change it. So change the future. Now this was a really dope chapter. I enjoyed it. I'd give it a solid 8, I think. I mean, the things the devil fruits alone that we saw in this chapter, the Hayo Hayonomi, or Hoya Hoyonomi, sorry, the lamp man from Daifuku, and the Netsu Netsu no Mi, the high heat human from Oven, that was all pretty dope, and I enjoyed that. I like how the plan isn't going according to plan, because Mama's in a state of shock. She's kind of taken in too much, and her brain's just been rattled, so she needs to be reminded of what to be hating on right now, what she needs to address right now at this moment in time, what she needs to focus her rage on. So that's what Luffy's showing of the broken pieces of Mother Caramel is hinted to do, or supposed to do. So I really like that, and I like the fact that Judge lost his composure for, once again, his own selfish reasons. He doesn't care about his kids. He cares about the fact that everything that he's worked so hard for is gonna go to waste because of he placed too much trust in a Yonko. Yes, that was most of the chapter in a nutshell. I really enjoyed it. In a nutshell, I mean, it's been 12 minutes, shit. But yeah, so let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, a solid 8. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll end it there. See you guys later.